I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me.
A burden, the load that is bigger, that weighs you down, that brought in fear, crisis. And that's what Jesus said. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world, because in me you have rest of my happiness. So brothers and sisters, when you see any sin anywhere, no matter their position in the society, pity them. When you see those that are not born again, those that their names are not in the book of life, those that are not being regenerated, those they have Christian name, church name, position, post, but they are going through trauma. They are going through heavy loads. They are going through burdens of life, crisis of life, fear, sorrow, pain, even death is threatening them. That was why Jesus came and said, come unto me, all ye that labor, all ye that is in pain, all you that is in trouble, all you that carry the load of certain things, the load and circumstances of life. Come unto me, all ye that labor. Backbiting is a heavy laden. Lie is a heavy laden. Adultery is a heavy laden. Idol worship is a load. Unfaithfulness to God is a load. The Lord is saying, come, I know you with your load and worries and cares and pains and suffering and sickness. I will give you rest. There's no rest in the world. There's no rest in the world. It's only in Jesus we have rest. There's no solution anywhere else. Only in Jesus we have solution. There's no peace in alcohol. There's no peace in womanizing or manizing. There's no peace in making money. There's no peace in any profession. The peace is from Jesus. He says, I should tell you, you that carry load of anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, you that carry the load of pride, you that carry the load of unrighteousness, don't allow it to weigh you down. Don't allow it to send you to hell. There is a way out. He said, come unto me, all ye that labor and were heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke, my handcuff. Take my yoke. Be yoked together with me. Hey, my yoke is easy. My burden is light. Let the yoke of Satan over you be broken. The yoke of sin be broken by righteousness, by the blood of Christ. The yoke of bondage, evil habits, habitual sin, lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life, unteachable spirit, stubbornness, carnality, worldliness, cares, and worries. The load you are carrying, it will wear you to hell. It will land you to hell. But Jesus has paid it all. By his blood, he said, come unto me, all you that labor and heavy laden, I will give rest. Won't you give up your burden to him? Will you surrender? You cannot carry it anymore. Crisis in your marriage, you can't carry it anymore. Anguish, pain, sorrow, sicknesses, poverty, wretchedness, fear, and insecurity, you cannot carry. The Lord said, hand it over to me. The yoke between you and sin will be broken. The yoke between you and the devil will be broken. The yoke between you and the flesh will be broken. The yoke between you and the world will be broken. Then the Lord said, come, take my own handcuff. Handcuff to me, so that I will lead you wherever I go. As far as you are handcuffed to me, I will guide you wherever I go. Handcuff is that instrument that police people use in arrest. When they want to arrest criminal, or they want to arrest two persons that are accused, when they have only one handcuff, what do? They will bring one hand, and the other hand, what do? They handcuff them together. Because they are yoked together, they are handcuffed together, none of them is free to do what they like. If the other one wants to ease himself, the other man that's handcuffed with him will do what? We go with him. He wants to do anything, they go together. Why is Jesus calling? He came from heaven without sin. With his life without sin. Why Jesus is calling you? He's the one that has seen heaven and known the Father and came with the ministry and message of heaven. He was the one that lived 33 years and a half without sin. He came not because of his own sin. He came for your body, for your sin, for my sin. So he has known it all. He has overcome all. So he said, if you are to follow me to my Father's house, if you are to be a holy man, woman, boy or girl like me, it is only by handing off you and I. When you are handcuffed with me, the Lord is righteous, the Lord is holy, the Lord is pure. Even Pilate, the jury, said to him, I found no fault in you. Herod is the one. If we follow him and allow the yoke of the world to be broken, the yoke of sin to be broken, the yoke of Satan be broken, then he said, take my own yoke, come and handcuff to me. For my own yoke, my own handcuff is light. My body is easy. What is the Lord's yoke? Is a yoke of righteousness. What is the Lord's yoke? It's a yoke of nature of God. It's a yoke of spirituality, yoke of supernatural living the life of heaven on earth, though physically here. Your heart is centered in heaven. Your thoughts, your mind, everything about you, even when you run your business, when you go to your offices, when you engage into your crimes, your heart is centered. Why? You are no longer the one living. Someone have yoked you. His name is Jesus. He said, take my yoke. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. You will find rest to your soul. This is what the whole world is looking for. The world is calling for world peace. Economic Africa calling for world peace. United Nations calling for world peace. UN calling for United Nations peace. European Community and other, what they call geographical societies and international ones are calling for world peace. But there's no peace in the world. In John 14:27, he said, my peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world give unto you. Let not have a trouble. So if you want this peace, the world cannot offer it. United Nations cannot offer it. No power, no kingdom, no man, no woman, not even angels. Only the Son of God, whose name was Christian, the Prince of Peace. He is the one that is saying, when you take my yoke, live with me, live like me, follow my steps, walk with me, serve me, obey me, keep my word, you will find rest to your soul. You will find peace to your life. You will find tranquility, satisfaction. There's no satisfaction in the world. The world cannot satisfy you. Why? The nature of man is insatiable. If you're here, you're not yet born again, that's why you are struggling with sin. You are here, you're not been sanctified. That is why you're a slave even to those things you don't want to do. But today, the Lord is saying, come unto me, all ye that labor and heavy laden, I will give you rest. And one of them who enjoyed this was Saul of Tarsus, who was once a religious Mosaic enforcer, a Pharisee, but living in wickedness, in sin, persecuting the owner of his life. But when he encountered him on the way to Damascus, he was carrying the burden of religion. Religion without life of God is zero. Religion without the Son of God is zero. Religion without Jesus, the life of God to man, is useless, wasted religion. And Jesus met him on the way to Damascus and called him by his name. Why are you persecuting me? Saul, Saul. But then you have shown him his other color. By showing great lightning for heaven, he lost his sight. It was then all his physical power, strength, ability submitted to divine power. He cried out, who art thou, my Lord, that I am persecuting? And Jesus introduced himself to him and said, I am Jesus Christ of Nazareth, whom thou persecutest. He cried out, my Lord, do you want to kill me? My Lord, do you want to waste me? My Lord, do you want to destroy me? What would thou have me to do? He said to him, I do not appear to you to kill you and send you to hell. I appear to kill your old man and give you new life. I appear to take away your burden, your sorrow, your pain, the load of religion. He submitted, and the cross took his course. When he woke up the next day, after Ananias prayed for him, he was a new man, regenerated, completely turned around, and he was God's man. You see any sinner here? You see any religious person here? You see any person carrying just empty religion, carrying empty Christianity, without power, without life from heaven, without resurrection life, without transformed life, without a life that has been changed? The Lord said to you, my son, come unto me. My daughter, come unto me. You could be a teenager, you could be a youth, you could be an adult, you could be a married man, you could be a pastor, you could be a reverend, you could be a bishop. Come unto me, all ye that labor and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke. My yoke is easy, my burden is very light. To compare the burden of Satan, the burden of the world. So when Paul encountered it, what did he say? He said, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live. Yet not I. The life I'm living now is a new life that God has given to me. I live by faith. I live by his instruction. I am yoked together in his handcuff. I am handcuffed to Jesus. Wherever he goes, he leads me. Wherever he lives, I live. The life he's living, I'm living now, is the one living in me. Brother, you cannot live a new life with your body. Every time quarreling with your husband, threatening to kill. Your husband threatening to kill. No peace, though there is money. No peace, there is sexual activity. No peace, there is clothes, there is garment. No peace, there is house. There is no peace. Money in the account. Why in the world you cannot have peace? But in Jesus, you have that peace. So because of time, brothers and sisters, when you are yoked to Jesus, he leads you. When you are handcuffed to Jesus, wherever he goes, you follow. You cannot pull yourself from the handcuff. The world cannot pull you from the handcuff. Fornication cannot pull you from the handcuff of Jesus. Adultery cannot pull you. Loss of the flesh, pride of life, stubbornness, hatred, trying to know, I am handcuffed to Jesus. I am yoked to Jesus. Nobody likes to go to hellfire, but many will go. Nobody likes to miss rapture, but many will. Why? They confess Christ with their mouth, but they are not handcuffed to Jesus. They live for themselves. They dress the way they like. They marry the way they like. They eat whatever they like. They do business the way they like. Even when Jesus, whom they are handcuffed to, is trying to put, they say no, he removed the handcuff. As the world is sinking more deeper and deeper and deeper in sin and wickedness and abomination of all kind, and the religious bodies and groups are modifying the doctrines of their churches and teachings and their beliefs and stand on the wisdom of men to suit the worldly system. The true pilgrims, the church of the firstborn, the saints of heaven who are running the race to God's kingdom must separate themselves from the yokes of the devil. They must be separated from the handcuff of the devil. And then when that is done, they will be handcuffed to Jesus, who is the author and the finisher of our faith. Hebrews 12, 1-2. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed, surrounded by about with so great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight. What was Jesus asking you to drop? It was a labor, it was a weight, it was a load. Let us lay aside every load, every burden, every weight, and the sin which doeth so easily beset us. So easily cast us down, mess us up, defy us, contaminate us. Every sin, every worldliness, worldly dressing, worldly marriage, worldly business, worldly relationship, worldly association, let them put them aside, which easily contaminate you. And let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy, glory, happiness that was set before him, endured the cross, despised the shame, and is set down at the right hand of what? Of the throne of God. When Jesus said, you are handcuffed to me, as long as you are handcuffed to Jesus, you look nowhere else. You follow no one else. You imitate no one else. That's in Jesus. Because in this race, as pilgrims, in this race, as saints, in this race, as strangers and passerby, this world is not our permanent home. We are here for a while to prepare for eternity. If you are to get there, handcuffed to Jesus. For he is the author and the finisher of your Christian life, of our faith, of our belief, of our hope. For he went through all because of the joy that the Father set for him. He endured the cross. He despised the shame and insult.